just to say a few things in just a sec when a couple people get here. But yeah, we gotta get this room clean because it is a wreck. I swear, I go upstairs. I'm like, good thing I have to clean the train room today. And then I come down here 2 days after 4th of July, and it's like destroyed. So tomorrow I gotta vacuum, just clean it all up. I don't know where my suction cup is. Okay, here it is. I don't know why it's in the hallway. But I'm sad. Tonight is the last night with 4th of July decorations. Because I decided to keep them up till for the weekend. Someone already liked the stream. Trains by Model Train. I got my other Crescent Limited in the mail. That video will be out in a week. But yeah, it's the last day with 4th of July. Tomorrow I'll clean the train room and they will come down. Alright, so I designed some cool stuff from my 3D printer. So, the Crescent Limited, spoiler alert, was Jimothy Trains! Hello, I got a Proto 2000 Burke and an Atlas CNO caboose. That's cool. Wow. I just got the Berkshire fixed. So, the nickel plate road tender went out. This thing was always a piece of junk to begin with. It never wanted to work, and there wasn't enough power. But the whole story with the Crescent Limited, I'll be posting soon. But since Jimothy Trains wasn't here, so I bought this Crescent Limited for like $50, and it was supposed to run, be good, and everything. I bought it. It hardly ran. I spent 3 days fixing it. I couldn't get it fixed. So, normally, I never ever say, hey, can I have a partial refund just to be a jerk because it doesn't run, because I do get things happen, and the shipping, things happening in shipping. And I message him, and then, like, 5 days later, he finally replies. I wrote him this whole thing, hey, I'm super sorry, but this did not run, and super cool about it. And then he goes, what do you propose? I'm like, I already told you, a refund, please. I didn't even say full. Like, you better give me a full refund. I'm like, I'll just, please, partial refund, leave you a good review, and thank you, because the other train I got from did work. And he goes, well, I'm a bit, like, 5 days later, communication was horrible, and he goes, well, I'm a bit skeptical because of your reviews, and it ran when I put it in the box. I was like, thinking to myself, that doesn't matter. Things happen in shipping. I've known this, because I'm very cautious. What I'll do before I send a train out, I'll take a picture of it. I'll take a picture of it in the box, and then I'll take a video of it running, so they can't be like, well, too bad. And he didn't, so I'm like, you should. And then he's got like 4 negative reviews, 3 neutrals. I've got like 1 neutral and like 2 negatives because of a bad buyer, and one of them was my fault. But eBayers aren't the nicest sometimes, so I'm gonna leave him a neutral and say, bought it, didn't run, and all that. But back to what I was saying, I had all of it in parts, and he said he got mad at me because he was like, and I see you're reselling it. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm reselling it because it didn't work. So I don't know. But I'm gonna just leave him a neutral saying it was alright. Oh, come on. It says, oh, eBayers real art. How many times with Luke? Who is this kid? You missed the story. But anyway, it worked out because the Berkshire tender went out, and I was like, are you serious? Like, I'm going to go buy a new one? Because I know Jimothy Trains and Hobby Time with Luke love this train. And I was like, oh, man. I looked on eBay, they're like $150 now. I'm like, dang it. I look over, and I see the old Crescent Limited tender sitting there. This is the new one. And I'm like, that's it. So I did get something out of it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. When you ask questions on the Berkshire and its running order, he wouldn't let me buy it, so I used okay, so at my local train store, there was this dude who was running it because they were closing soon. Man, there's a bunch of stories I could tell you guys. And he was like, oh, I don't think you should have that one because it doesn't run. I'm like, sir, I'm sorry, I fixed multiple trains. I can show you my YouTube channel. That is so dumb, Jimothy. Yeah, I know. And he's a big guy, like, telling me, like, if I don't know what I'm talking about. I told him, I said, I may be 12 years old, but I've been doing this for 5 years. And I almost told him, maybe you don't know what you're talking about. And then it was a beautiful Santa Fe -9 Bachmann Spectrum. It just needed a new motor. I knew what it needed. I brought the motor in saying, you need this. This is what it needs. Well, I don't think you can fix it. Just get this one. I was like, are you serious right now? So I didn't get it. I wasn't able to get it. And then Roy came in, which is, him and I are buds. I mean, he's kind of grouchy because he's an old man, and I get that. But, and he was like, what are you doing? I've known this man, which was me, for 3 years. And he's like, let him buy the train. I still didn't get that train, but, yeah. I got the National instead, so, alright. I got half my trains running with my dad, nice. And then, cool. But it was crazy. Whoa, that's weird. Yo, that's funky. Weird. That's crazy weird. My dad put the speaker on there. Oh! Be creative, my dad. He just said hi. Nice trains to planes. Okay, look. Ranger! Ranger! Hey! Come here! Come here! Come here! Ranger, here. Here. Hey! Come here. Here. Looky. Tell fans hi. Tell fans hi. He's like, no. But, yeah. And then, hang on, Jimothy Train said, yeah, all I said was, does the model work? And he wouldn't let me buy it. There you go. That's smart to do it. The Protos do have cracked gears. And if it's a diesel, I've gone through experience. I couldn't fix mine because it was different issues, not cosmetically. But I have a whole parts bin, and what I did was I took all the gears out of a broken Athearn. Ranger, no, come here. Ranger. Can't be in there, punk. Sorry. And then we got, what was I saying? And then I took the old gears out of that and put new gears on the wheels and new gears inside the drive itself, and it ran super smooth. Because it's really annoying when they go. I got one that I can't get working, and it's annoying. Well, it's hard, and I've known this from experience. Take a break. It's as simple as that. So I suggest you Preston Goes, because he's one of the guys that I learn a lot of my mental toughness from. And he was building something like a train car, not HO scale, like real scale, the mini truck thing. And he goes, I think I can 3D print gears. You can do that. Oh man, Jimothy, I've printed so much stuff for this layout. Trains. Okay, how about this? This locomotive, where the video's not out yet, is running off of 3D printed parts, because for some reason, the gearbox slides back and then stopped trying after a while. Yeah, you just gotta take a break, and then you'll be like, oh yeah. And he was like, went on vacation or something from a plan, and he was like, oh yeah, wider wheels, that's why. And it was obvious, but you're so in your head like, oh, the stupid thing, why can't I get it working? And then you like take a break, let your mind rest. And here's a huge thing. Why do you think teachers make you take a break from your rough draft and then do your final? Because you're all in your head about making it good, and you're not going to see the issues that you already did. So that's exactly there. And you know what? Model trains, some trains you just can't get running again. I mean, they're just so old and toast, you just can't get them running again. But this thing, the gearbox kept falling back and the train's drive kept slipping. So I just put a little 3D printed thing in there to hold the gear up. so it works. We'll be right back. I gotta grab something. What happened? Hang on. What the heck? We derail? Yeah. Oh, well. No wonder the switch is the wrong way. I will say this though, River Rossi's, when they break, man, that's a little scary because those things are hard. Dude, that is so real. I went to a train store in New York City and I wanted to buy a bunch of broken trains, broken. But he made me buy a brand new Bachmann train instead because I didn't think I can do it. Wow, dude, that sucks. I mean, just like, man, that makes me sad. Like, just like, I get that people look at kids differently. What's the one kid who, like, invented something huge at the age of 9 because no one believed him and that he thought they were stupid. He was stupid for even trying. And, it was something, it wasn't the light bulb, but it was something big. Like, he invented, like, the first car or something. I don't remember. But it was just like, think of Elon Musk. No one thought he could make it because he was young. Or how about Cristiano Ronaldo? No one thought he could make it because he was poor and because of his age. And there's like, you're not going to make it at the age of 9. Look at him. He's one of the biggest soccer players in the world. So it just makes me angry when people look down at people just because of their age or other problems. Or even like if they're autistic, autistic people have done some pretty huge things too. So I don't think we should look down upon anyone just because of their disabilities or different kind of people because, you know, they're just the same. I mean, they're just a little different. So, I mean, just gonna say that because it's just like, they're still people at the end of the day. It's not like a totally different thing. They're still people, just a little different. So, yeah. And then there's people that are just straight up mean. And again, that's a whole different story. But, yeah. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. Okay, be right back. I'm going to go look for an eBay replacement motor for my... Trains by Dave. How you doing? For my train. Cool. They should have them on eBay. So, I like this bathroom because I have to come in here. I got to clean it up a little bit because of all the stuff I use. But, it's so terrifying. We have to wash a little gear. This is from the Crescent Limited gear. And you're scrubbing it with the toothbrush. You go, oh no! And there goes your gear down the sink. But I was like, I was thinking to myself, if I lose this gear, this train that I just bought again because if someone didn't want to give me a refund or didn't work, I could pretty much ruin the whole thing because it's one gear. And I always drop stuff down there. Like, there's a paintbrush down there still. I drop screws, bearings, so much stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go upstairs and try to find something to fix this. I put bathroom sink strainer. So now I go, oh, shoot. Oh, I'm fine. It just goes in here. And then I can just grab it, put the strainer back. New York Central or Pennsy, Pennsylvania. Depends. If it's like a New York Central Hudson, like the Dreyfus Hudson, yeah, New York Central probably. There's some cool Pennsylvanias out there. Oh, but they also have the T1. Huh. Overall, it's gonna be overall. I think I gotta go with the Dreyfus because the Dreyfus has got some cool ones, and they have like the old New York Centrals and stuff, Hudsons. And then I have. So when you're dealing with old grease, it is a nightmare. You pretty much ruin a toothbrush every time you get rid of. How's your loco? What's loco? Sorry. And this toothbrush looks dirty, but I went and looked for toothbrush cleaners like all over. I couldn't even find like toothbrush cleaners that aren't 3D printed. So I'm like, you know what, heck it, we're gonna go make my own. This is completely designed by me, and what I do is I just take some dish soap because it's like degreasers, and I just take it against these hard things that are pretty close. So I just do this, and I got almost all that grease off. How's your loco collection going? I did a typo. You're good. Oh, I'll tell you in just a second. I gotta tell you something funny. So, there was one time. This is kind of funny. So there was one time where I took. Actually, it was, my bad. It was like a couple weeks ago. So my dad's boss, or like he has clients. So he works for a big company, but we do work for other companies. So a client, which is his boss, he's our biggest client. He gives us the most work. And he's a super cool dude. I don't think I'm gonna say his name because I don't know if he likes that stuff, but super cool. And he wanted me to fix his RC car, and my dad gave me his number, or my dad gave him my number, and he starts texting me like, "Hey, can you send me like a transmitter?" Because he had a slipper clutch issue on his, and he's like, "Hey, can you fix my other car?" I was like, "Yeah, what's wrong with it?" He says, "I don't know where the dang the transmitter is, which is the controller." And he goes, "Can you find a new one? Because I can't find it. I've looked for months. I can't find it. Can we just buy a new one and find me a receiver that's good?" And I sent him the normal one because he had a Traxxas one in there. I was like, "How about you buy a Traxxas transmitter, and we can try hooking it to the other one. If it doesn't work, we'll just buy a receiver, and there you go." And I send him it, and he goes, "Wait, what? This isn't Traxxas." And I look at it. I copied the link from Amazon, and somehow I sent him a Dumbo radio, and totally they're not even the same one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got super nervous because I got to be professional. And I'm like, super sorry, dude. I'm super sorry. I'll get you the right one. So I sent him the right one. He ended up going, actually, I like the other one. I'm like, oh. So my mistake turned to be good. And then the next thing, he messes up and has a typo. And then I told my dad about it. I'm like, dude, he's known for typos. I'm like, there you go. Oh, nice. I have a Traxxas Eve Revo and a couple others. You didn't tell me you do RC cars, dude. That's awesome. So yeah, typos, I do them all the time. So, there was one time with my mom's boss. So me and my dad were messing around, sending doofy emojis through. I was on my mom's phone sending doofy emojis to my dad's phone because I was like 5. What was that? What was that?
You shut the power off again.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Why? You're mean. How many times Luke joined?
Nice. Why are you over there? Just because it's 2 different parts of the...
I was telling him about my typo with with the RC car guy because he messed up like 3 times.
Yeah.
But huh? No, I don't remember. But
Scared you?
no. But
I did.
You did?
You're like,
well, you scared me about the power. It's not nice.
That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, you did.
You should put these railroad tracks somewhere so they can be seen.
I'm trying to figure out where.
We gotta fix that too.
What?
The cords over there. Remember Dad said we can't have that. Okay, bye.
Wait, what? Hey, seriously though, don't jack around with it.
Oh, I will.
Okay. But yeah, I got an E-Revo. I have 5 RC cars. I'm hoping to get 6. I'm gonna get a Traxxas slash 4x4, but I have a Traxxas E-Revo. It's super huge, and the dude who had it before me probably put $1,000 into upgrades into it. It's super beefed up. I have a Traxxas Max so here's the deal. If you do RC cars, look at the bottom of your RC car if you're buying one on Facebook. So if you're going on Facebook Marketplace and you buy one, look underneath if you're buying it used. If it's scraped all the heck, the screws are rusted, don't buy it, because that means they trash the heck out of it, and you're gonna spend a couple $100 to get it fixed back up, and you'll end up probably replacing the whole car. Maybe not if you're lucky, but we've made that mistake a few times, and that's what happened. My Max, the dude did a bunch of weird stuff to it, and I wanted to do stuff differently, so I'm paying to fix Jimmy rigged back to stock. So, and then I have a Slash, and then I have a Rustler Ultimate, and a Traxxas Haas. So, pretty cool cars. But I'm hoping to get a 4x4, because I drove the RC car guy's Slash, and it was... Well, I always wanted to test drive one, because I was going to get a Max Slash, a Sledge, or a 4x4. And I was like, well, I just need to see one before I go out. Hang on. I need to see one before I go out and just blow $500. I gotta go. Sorry, my train limit ran out. My time limit ran out. Oh, no. Man. Alright, see ya. I'm streaming on Wednesday at 6 if you want to come, so. Alright, see ya. Have a good night. And if you do a stream, I'll jump on yours. If I can. But, yeah. Oh, I gotta answer your question if you're still here. The train collection's going great. Got a bunch of new trains. We got the new one that I still don't have a video out. Don't know why. The new Haven's a really cool one I just got. This one is a Santa Fe, the one with the bright light. And then the Blue Goose is always being pretty. The really gorgeous new Freedom train I have. The Crescent Limited. And then the Berkshire and the Burlington and the new Overland in this Baltimore, Ohio. So extremely good. And that's thanks to a lot of you guys too. So if you want to help out the channel, or just see if you just want to, so I have there's a thing I have called Rubies. Does the 440 have DCC sound? Well, I don't know what the 440 is. I need to learn what that is, but I do not have any DCC sounds in my collection, because I don't know how to put DCC on this layout, and I've never had enough money or time, not really time, but enough money to put a whole sound system into this thing. But I really need to do it, because there are some locomotives that we can have sound on this layout would be trick. So I have the controller, but when I tried to hook it up one time, it didn't have enough power or something. The Baltimore, Ohio, no, it does not, but that is a very pretty locomotive. So, yeah, we are going to do this whole stream, and we're not going to run any trains, but I'm stoked about the Crescent Limited, because this dude did some cool stuff to it. He put a whole new light system in, and I'm going to start buying from this guy a lot more, because he's super honest. 4 leading wheels. Okay. 4 driving wheels, no trailing wheels. So if it's like a 666, oh, that's why they go a 264, a 284, because there's 4 in the front. Ah, I see. Okay, so let's say the Blue Goose is a, wait, so 4, okay, so it is a 434. Is there such thing as a 464? Because there's both, okay. And the Baltimore, Ohio is a 4-6. Oh, all right. And the Berkshire is a 284. And I think the 12-wheeler Rio Grande is just like a, I don't know that one. And then the little Baltimore, Ohio is a 404. I think the Freedom Train is a 484. And let's see, is there any ones? Other one? Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool to know. And the overland is the same, so. But this dude, I went to look at his other stuff, and he ended up putting lights in his Northerns or 484. There you go. But I looked at his stuff, and we got another severe thunderstorm warning. So seriously, we had a severe thunderstorm warning from 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, back to 6:30, back up to 6:45. Now we're up to 7:15, and the Hudsons are 464s. And isn't the big boy 4884? Yeah, it is. Man. And I was gonna buy a Perry Maggette Berkshire, but it ended up selling before I can get my hands on it. I have other trains I want to get first. Like I want to get a shark nose replacement for this one. I want to get a little diesel that's not too fancy, but it's at least enough to push up these little trains that can't pull the big freight up the hill. And then I need to get another F7. So I'm gonna get the CSX going. Oh, but I was gonna get a Perry Maggette locomotive, and it just sold like last night. And I looked at his stuff, and I got this train here. It has a tender light, like you never see that. Brand new lighting system. Dang it, I'm gonna have to fix that. And dude, I cannot tell you how bright this thing is. Uh-oh, why ain't it gonna work? Let's hook it up to like, hang on. I gotta fix that. Let's see, come on. Oh no, it's not working. What happened? Oh, it's... Alright, never mind, it works. But I put a bright light in on accident because the other one was bad. But it's ballistically bright. Like, I don't think the tender light should be brighter than the locomotive light. Man, this corner is so annoying. Okay, can we make it work? It doesn't ever want to stay going. You hook it in. This is the last night with 4th of July streamers and the 4th of July freight cars. Come on. Dang, this is the most annoying thing ever. I did track work, so I don't have to fix this. There's this little area in my tunnel that doesn't ever want to stay going. It has to be like firmly pressed together, or it will like not work. It's pronounced. Yep, there you go. Perry Maggette. I used to call it a Perry McGeek. Or pure Maggette. There you go. I'm probably saying it wrong. But don't do it. You did it. Dang it, I don't even know. Like, do I have to get the glue gun and like move it over? Dang. So the 4th of July video is gonna be a little late because I did some stuff last night on the 5th. And I might do a little more stuff tonight because we bought like way too many firecrackers and stuff. Okay, what's the matter then? Well, that could be an issue. Come on. Guess we'll see. It's not gonna work though. No way, that works? Okay, that's weird. says not Marquette, like Marquette. Oh, Perry Marquette. Okay. I could sell this. This is a decoder. I don't know where it came from. It's out of the National, actually. That's where it is. I can't believe that's working. It wasn't earlier. Let's see. How's the Canadian National from SMT treating you? You doing good? And here it comes. We're gonna put on the BNSF. We've been running a lot of steam locomotives lately, so we're gonna run some diesels tonight. We're gonna run some steams too, but it's already been 31 minutes. Doobie doobie. Okay. Oh, it runs well. There you go. Yay, that's happy. Yeah, like if that thing ever would break and I couldn't get it fixed, I'd make it look pretty and I'd like frame it. So I'm gonna put a little shelf here and I'm gonna call it Train of the Week. So I'm gonna put a poll up every week and it's gonna be like the podium. So whoever wins that poll literally will be a podium and the Train of the Week gets to sit here. So, and another update, Jimothy Trains, I'm super sorry about the whole thing with your name on the wall. When all the trains are running and fixed and when the Colorado train can participate and stuff, we gotta kind of make it fair because I gotta make sure all the videos are posted because we're gonna do a competition. So I have the 8 locomotives and then, so how I did it was like in the NFL, 8 teams or something goes to the playoffs. So 4 of them over here, 4 of them over here. So 2 of them play each other, the other 2. And then the 2 winners of those 2 rounds will go in, and then the winners of those is like the Super Bowl. So I did it like that. So we're gonna have 8 diesels, so we'll have what, 16? Because we'll have 8 on 8. So like, let's say whichever videos have the most views. I want to get a J class before I do it, but I want to get a J class before the end of the year, and I want to get a lot of trains before the end of the year. But I kind of think that I might be a little over my limit. I mean, I've already probably spent close to 500 just in the last month. And then that doesn't even count the other, all the other ones I've got. So I probably have 1,000, which is a lot more than I planned on. I was planning 500 and that was it. So, and I've already bought other things twice too. And then like that. So, I mean, it's alright, but the other 3 I was planning on getting, because the J class was a twice bought, now it's going to be a 3rd bought. Cool. And then, I was hoping to get a big boy. I might still try for that. A Dreyfus Hudson, which I almost got, and then another J class. But anyway, how it would be when all the videos are out, let's say like one's got 111 views and this one's got 112. So 111 will go against 112. So it's kind of like with best of the best teams, then like lower end, then and then like the lowest end, but they got the wild card and they barely made it. So like the wild cards will go against the wild cards, the division rivals, and then like that. So that is going to be done by the end of July and hopefully done. But the video was so mixed up too, I could have done it. But then again, I don't have any of the Jash 9s to crown champions because they almost were. Half the trains that were in that video all broke down. So I'm just going to have it there. But unless you want to try to re-win it, or if you want me just to kind of give you like a free pass since that. So that's what's going on there. So we need to run some trains because I've just been talking forever. And looks like the BNSF isn't going to run. Because I've been full throttle for like, oh, there we go. I don't know. I haven't ran this thing in a while because it's all been weird. And it still is weird. What is happening? like this BNSF, but it's just kind of run out of life. I mean, alright, I'm probably just gonna go looking for a new one. And oh, I think Trains to Planes is back. You should get a Daylight, and her coaches at some point. I think it would look good. Oh, I forgot the Daylight was on the list too. Well, I do think I'm gonna get coaches, but that's gonna be on like the end of the year goal for a Daylight. But I want to get a nice Daylight. I don't want the cruddy Bachman old ones, the Lionel Hong Kongs that sound all scrappy when they're running and the drives go throw themselves through the drive. So, I don't want to get that. I want to get like a Bachman Plus, like 110, 150 bucks. Really nice one. So, but I do want to get some Crescent Limited coaches. That would look cool. They're like, I saw one the other day. I want a Daylight, but it's so expensive. Well, I know one thing. It's not, because what we say is expensive when we've already bought 5 other ones and now we are poor. Come on, that's true. It wasn't expensive like a week ago, but I blew all my money, so now it is. Alright, well, I'm trying to run diesels here, but they're not really cooperating too well. Well, I guess on our last night of Spirit of 76 in America, let's run the Spirit of 76, because we couldn't run it on 4th of July because my Nana called, and I wanted to call her back because they're up in like the whole other side of the state right now. I think they're home now, but they went camping. See if as soon as they get up the hill by itself. Nope. Just so you know, the Overland, of course, it's not working, typical Bachman, but it's having very bad pulling. I think it needs a new commutator because I think the brushes are starting to unwind. I think I just put one new one in there, like when it broke the first time. And then I looked at my old one, it had a cow guard. They're called a cow catcher, I don't know why, but literally they're like a buff in the front. Model railroaders should know. And if there's any debris in the front, the buffer or the cow catcher will take the hit, and the locomotive won't get destroyed. But it's completely missing it. That's why it looked so weird and dumb looking. So I gotta try to print one or something, or because someone broke it off. It looks nasty now. So that's probably gonna be out for a little while. I gotta wire this thing the right way. It's all backwards wire. I gotta get some videos out because I'm starting to get, I can't afford 70 plus right now. Yeah, I can't afford Taco Bell. Just kidding. I literally am none. I've spent it all. It's crazy. I gotta go mow some lawns. But, in my opinion, that's kind of the fun. Well, I had like $100 and then I got like depressed over the Crescent Limited breaking, so I was like, you know what, sorry. But I will say the one thing about lawn mowing is it's not like snow where it snows like 4 times a year. The grass keeps growing, and in our neighborhood, it grows big, so we're up there like every week, so. Come on, you can do it. With buffers, they can easily snap some, and they have some strong, oh yeah. In my neighborhood, there are no lawns. Oh, weird. Are they just weeds? Let's see. How about, because we like the Baltimore, and you were talking about it, how about we run it? Oh, then there's that issue. Yippee. It's back. Our issue's back. Well, I know why now, because that track's sliding back. And that was like why it wasn't working. So hopefully, we can just get this thing to keep moving and slide it forward. And that was our problem. can't do it. Let's see if we can get up the hill by itself. No way, it's somehow making a little bit of progress. That's amazing. That's a pretty good little logo right there. Oh, something just happened. Got some locomotives to fix. Because I think the Berkshire needs fixed, the Crescent Limited needs finished, the Burlington doesn't even, not common in England. Oh yeah, I forgot England. Why? Does grass just not grow there? That's weird. Whoa, that's just kind of funky to think of, like, grass doesn't grow on one side of the world. If that's the case, I don't know for sure, but. Spirit of 76 works fine, but, it just, a little bit annoying when you have to run. So when trains are wired backwards, so like you can't just have positive and positive. That's a short circuit. So the trains won't run. And the funny thing is, if you put another train on a layout that works, it won't run either because the whole layout gets shorted. It's weird. That's how I think I blew an outlet, because I put a shorted train on, and that's why I'm terrified to keep running that Union Pacific, because it blew out the whole train room. I rather gotta keep testing it. I don't even know. That video got deleted or something weird. I either gotta keep testing it or I gotta sell it, which I don't think I want to do that because it's a cool train. But, so when trains are wired backwards, so you can put positive on negative and positive on, and negative on positive. That's the way to think of it. It doesn't sound like it should work, but anyway, you can put it on one side of the motor and the other side you can't. And you can, but when that happens, forward is backwards and backwards is forward. So when you get those wires mixed up, for some really strange reason, it shouldn't work. I just gotta say that. And I gotta start going through my trains because I realized the New Haven has hardly been, like, it was like a week old and it already had like a centimeter thick of dust on it. I was like, holy cow. And then the light, it really reflects. So I think like every week I'm going to take like all the trains out and I'm just going to give them a little dust with the trusty dusty brush. And this toothbrush cleaner I just invented is going to be really nice for that because it gets full of dust. And then I can take some dish soap and, why aren't we working? Some dish soap, and I can clean with my toothbrush thing. And Jimothy Train, super sorry the Berkshire video's not out. I feel horrible, but it's just not been working, so I haven't released it yet. Because I don't want to release a video and then the train goes bust. But I'm going to get it fixed, and the video should be out roughly around July 8th, 9th, or the 10th, depending on when I get it fixed. If I get it fixed tomorrow, which tomorrow's the 7th, probably it'll be out the 9th. So, my bad. 9th, 10th, or 11th. So, and the Baltimore, Ohio is on. We got the United States Army coaches, trains to planes. I know you're gonna like that. This train was the number like 7th selection in the 4th of July video. If you plan on getting on a British train, get the Flying Scotsman. Absolutely, I'm going to get. That's on the list too. It's gonna, like, I have a British train actually. I have the 1.5K subscriber special, but definitely. Why are you being weird? I definitely want to get a Flying Scotsman. All right, that train is not liking it. Houses were never built lawns in mind because most half of the I have an MRC Tech controller and the fuse has a fuse for short circuit protection. That's what all controllers were supposed to have at like 1990. And that brown one by Bachmann was supposed to have it, and it does not. That's why the whole room just went kaboom. So, and I don't have another controller, so I have to keep using it. And I can't wait to get a new one. Why aren't we working? Weird. You have to have like full throttle on this thing or it won't work. Do the wheels need cleaned or what? Oh my gosh. That's why the wire connection isn't even tight. So it's doing this and it's not fully connecting. Man, I was just thinking, I don't have any trains to fix. My house is from the 1800s. Wow. That is fascinating. We have a house next to us. I think our house was built in like 1940, but it's really kept up, so it's pretty good. But there was a house our neighbors, no, our house was made in the 80s, sorry. The house next to us was made in like the 40s, and it was like way bad. They spent like 10 grand or something, like trying to get it back because it was so old. Like, I don't even think it had a microwave. That's how old it was. Like, it was bad. I don't know how long I can stream for. Oh, did you hear the thing? Because I just saw it at 7:11 p.m. But there was a baby that was born on July 7th, July 11th at 7:11 p.m. and they paid $7,111 to his college bill. I'm just like, that's like 1 in a billion right there. Like, how does that even happen? Alright, alright, let's see, what should we run? Let's run the British train. Totally not doing it for trains to planes, not at all. No. Yeah, I hope you saw me winking really hard. I gotta fix this over here, it's not even glued in. Coupler's way low though, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Really starting to not like Bachmann trains with the little bad white motors in them. If they're the cool motors, the gold ones, then those are like tanks. But like every Bachmann locomotive I have that has these little motors in them always have problems. J-Class, the Overland, this thing, like they're either short out, the spring goes out the back of the motor and melts onto the commutator, or they start going really slow and they can't pull a gram of salt. But I need to upgrade the motors on these things somehow. Let's see. Says not at all. Oh no. Sorry. I wish this thing had a headlight. That'd be kind of cool. Oh. Cool. You gotta run away. This coupler is so bent up. It's crazy to me. Well, we'll run this in the next stream, I promise, but the coupler is like normal height in this freight cars. The coupler needs work. So go ahead and start saying your goodbyes because the stream's going to end in a minute. And the last time you're going to see this 4th of July stuff, I know a guy whose house is from 1775. Okay, it's built in 1775, but it's up to today's standard. I'm not leaving yet, but I'm just saying, say your goodbyes to this because it's coming down, and it's the last stream you'll see until next year on YouTube. Oh, but it's up to today's standard, though, right? He's not living in a house that's that old. I mean, they didn't even have, like, nothing. Like, I don't mean that, but they didn't have ovens back then that I know of, microwaves, garages, because they didn't have cars. So, that's crazy, dude. 1775. Wow. How is it not, like, caved in? I would feel like you had to do some work to it before it's not just go kaboom. But, have you seen my Easter video, Trains to Planes? On YouTube, not in real life. Yes, it has tech, but the old look is all there. Have you seen my Easter video by chance? Because that's giving me a little bit of flashbacks. when my mom's car needed an oil change, and I took a video of this Dodge diesel blowing up, and I said her car's gonna go kaboom. That's how that house is gonna do in like 2, 3. Oh no! It's not working. The wires are connected. Do we gotta flip a switch? Oh my gosh, another train to fix. Just make sure. Nope, it's not working. Alright. I know exactly why it's this wire. Dang it. So what? Now we got 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains to fix. 7 if you're counting it. So, yeah. Let's see, what just happened? I just like messed everything up. Let's see, if, oh shoot. Sorry, I didn't mean to remove that message. What is wrong with me? I just muted myself. I put the camera the other way, and then I just deleted his message. Man, sorry. Yeah, what the heck is right? But I think I'm gonna end the stream in like 5 minutes or like 10. But I mean, half the collection needs fixed now. One of the trains is gonna be sold. I want to get a nicer BNSF. What message? I don't know. I deleted it before I got to see it. She says message was deleted. Oh. But that's my door on my train cabinet. So let's see. We could run trains that we never run, like the Pennsylvania, the other one. Watch, this one's gonna be broken soon. See, like this train has a very hard time getting up the hill. That's why I've grinded the wheels down so they're more gritty. It didn't do much. It just actually kind of made some other things worse because now we got fine dust all over. So if I just had a little locomotive, I have a little locomotive, but it's way too slow because then the trains are pushing against that locomotive and they derail. Well, I need one that's got good speed, and so it can help these trains up the hills, so I don't have to, like, if I have to leave for 20 seconds, it's not just going on the hill. Okay, just stop. So I think what we're gonna do, this thing is hauling right now, and it's completely derailed. Yeah, that seems safe. But, I think we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna run the daylight, and then we're gonna run the Coca-Cola train, because we haven't run that one in like a month. And then we might run the Rock, Dwayne, and then we'll be done. But, see this thing, because like, we can't even pull it very well on a straight piece of track. Go, 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 get up the hill, get up the hill. Go, 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 go. Let's knock it out. Oh. It was derailed. The whole tunnel like caved in. What happened here? All this is like caving in. This coupler is so high on this creek car. It's like ballistic. Go. I 3D printed this. Says 3 out of 15 of my trains are out of commission. Alright, we're just not gonna run this one then. Uh, I just see it in the back of the live stream camera, just like derailed. And then my son, is mewing. That's so weird. Sorry, I think that trend is so weird. So I 3D printed this. Oh! Yeah, that just knocked out of the cabinet. Oh! Well. What? Okay, he's a cat. That makes a lot more sense. Think that would have been some handy information like 30 seconds ago, but thank you. I 3D printed this. So this is a railer, and I always have a hard time with like the Freedom Train getting it on the track. I always forget. So it comes in like this. I 3D printed it, so we're gonna see how it works. So we're just gonna drop it. Jimothy Trains, if you're still here, this is. Why'd the light just flicker? That was weird. This is a 062. Because the front trucks were getting annoying, so I took it off. I mean, it's a lot easier, but I think I need a better print because this one didn't print very well. I don't know, I probably could be doing it 100. Alright, we gotta get rid of this freight car. Or bend the coupler down or something. We'll just run the army coaches, and somehow we're missing one. Oh, it's all over here. Good thing it derailed it. That would have been nasty derailing it on the Pennsylvania. Alright, here we go. Got the Southern Pacific Daylight. Pulling the United States Army coaches. There comes the daylight. Alright, we're gonna end this in 2 minutes, so let's run the Coca-Cola train after this one, and then we'll be done for tonight. The United States Army coaches are just so cool, and we didn't get to see much of them this stream because I kind of started it late, so I think we'll leave them for one more stream. But the diesel one, we saw a bunch of in the 4th of July video and yesterday's, or the 4th of July stream. So we're just going to probably take those and put some normal ones on. We gotta fix that coupler. Alright, here's the time for the railer again. For the Coca-Cola train, and then I am done for the night. Here we go. See how this works. Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh. That worked really good. I wasn't using it right. All the wheels railed. Oh, the coupler is going to be way too high. Man, this one's all messed up too. Well, I guess if it comes off, we'll do it. But, I mean, the daylight tender wasn't liking it either. Alright, well, we kind of fixed that one, so. Coca-Cola, look at it. This thing is fast. There you go. It's gonna be way fast. Holy cow, that's scary. Look. No way. No way. Oh. It's the dang track again. Man, this track is so annoying. Go. What happened now? Go. Alright, well, I think we're going to go ahead and end it here. Oh, what is wrong with this track? I got to fix this track. So the Coca-Cola train is doing a lot better. So I will go ahead and end the stream tonight. And say goodbye to 4th of July decorations. Because on Tuesday, they will be gone.